Welcome back. I am back now with House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes. And Mr. Chairman, let me ask you about working with the new leadership now. Adam Schiff will likely take over as the chairman of the Intel Committee, right? We've heard what Adam Schiff says. He doesn't agree or believe many of the things that you've been investigating. How will the next 2 years work out with the two of you working together?
Well, I'm actually looking forward to our first open hearing because for 2 years now, the Democrats on the committee and all through Congress have been saying that they have more than circumstantial evidence that the Trump campaign colluded with the Russians. More than. So at the first open hearing that we're going to have, I'm looking forward to them finally releasing this information because we know that the only thing that hasn't leaked is this information about the Trump campaign colluding with Russians. So they've promised it. They now have the majority, so finally, maybe now they'll present their evidence.
Well, you've already done the investigation, and you've found no evidence of any collusion with the Trump campaign. We know that, but you had an opportunity to realize...
But at some point, though, at some point, Maria, I just want to say that you know, you don't just get away with 2 years repeating the same garbage over and over again, essentially chasing Russian ghosts in the closet, infuriating the American people. There's so many Americans out there whose minds have been poisoned, who believe that the Trump campaign actually did collude with Russians because they've had dishonest politicians saying such. Now, look, they weaponized this. They used it for crowdfunding, where you had all of these millions of Americans who sent money all over the country to districts they didn't even live in to actually attack Republicans.
Right.
That happened in dozens and dozens of districts. So look, at the end of the day, they have a responsibility now. They're in charge. Where's their evidence?
Well, and let's not forget the media really driving the bus on that, because the media has been also, you know, the loudspeaker for this idea of collusion when there wasn't any. But real quick, my final question here, Congressman, is Rod Rosenstein. You had an opportunity to interview him, and now you're not. If you don't interview him in the next 5 weeks, you're not going to interview him. Shouldn't you have done that interview so that the American people could have actually seen what took place and got answers from him?
Well, the task force attempted to interview him, and he changed the terms of the interview. So Rod Rosenstein, as the Deputy Attorney General, does not get to dictate to Congress what or how an interview will be conducted. So it's a lot like James Comey wanting to do one in public. Rosenstein wants to do one in public. Look, this is all a scheme for them to hide from answering the tough questions. See, if you go out in public,
right,
all they'll say is, "Oh, that's classified," or "Oh, I can't answer that."
That makes sense.
But the reality is, look, with Comey, Rosenstein, etc.
Yeah.
These guys need to be held accountable by a special counsel or a new DOJ. Thanks, Maria.
Good to see you, Congressman. Thank you so much. The panel is next.